We are Ham Radio. Sweet coffee goodness. Good morning, everybody. It's Freddie Mac, your Ham Radio Crusader, and I'm here on this beautiful, semi-gloomy Oklahoma morning, sitting on the front porch taking in the sights. Take a look. There's nothing like the beautiful song of the songbirds in the trees on a spring morning in Oklahoma, and the occasional roar of the four-wheel drive as it goes by your house. What's that about? I live on a thoroughfare, and everybody and his brother wants to drive by here in the mornings. Probably just see me. I don't know. Could be. As you all know, I recently drove up to Dayton, Ohio, technically Xenia, Ohio, for the 2024 Hamvention bucket list item. First time I ever got to go. And wow, what an adventure that really, really was. I have, my wife and I have a older travel trailer. It's about an 18-footer. We got it for a real good price. Her and my son-in-law remodeled it on the inside. And just as they got finished last September, a big, big storm came through. Golf ball, baseball size hail. Dinged it up a little bit. Had to do some repairs. Our house got nailed. Nonetheless, we haven't had a chance to finish the outside, and it doesn't look as attractive as it does on the inside. So I call it Cousin Eddie. Anyway, I took it to the Moore Expo back in April in Springfield, Missouri, and had a little snafu on the way up there with a trailer light. Our tail light wasn't working right. The steady burn was on, but the blinker wouldn't work. So I took my chances, went ahead and went, came back. Everything worked fine, except for the water heater. Another story. Anyway, the week preceding leaving for Dayton, I thought, well, I'm going to replace that tail light and get things going again. Got a new set of tail lights, put it on there, and everything went to crap. Long and short of it, I get something working, something else would fail, whole 9 yards. Called my brother-in-law down, who's a trailer light specialist. Anyway, he's really good at it. Check out K&S Heat and Air. Anyway, we got to fiddling with it. We found somebody had spliced the harness, the main trailer light harness where it hooks up to the truck, and the color codes were off. So 3 hours later, we got everything working. We tested all the wires. Everything was working as it should be. So the next morning, I hook up to the trailer, do a little short, and off I go on my way to Dayton Hamvention. I get just a few miles out of town, and I start smelling something funny. I'm like, that smells like a clutch or something. No, the trailer brakes were trying to engage. Not completely. I wasn't getting smoke, but I was getting smell, and the front axles were hot. So turned the gain down on the brake controller in the truck, drove a little bit further. Smell wasn't as prominent, but the heat was still there. So I disconnected the brakes. I disconnected the trailer electrics altogether. Turned around, came back home, and thanks to the advice of my friend Gary, K85FIP, he said, take the electrics loose from the trailer. You don't have far to go. Take the back roads, and when you get home, if the wheels are still warm, you know that the brakes are still engaged or stuck or whatever. Well, I ease it on home. I keep an eye on the wheels, and everything's just fine. Nonetheless, get home, the brakes are cool. So I dig into the harness, clip the wire to the brakes, terminate it, rebundle everything, drive around town for a while. Brakes are still cool, hub's still cool. So I'm headed to go. I'm going to Hamvention, and I take off. And it slowed me down. I got behind a few hours, and I drove as far as my mind would let me, and I made it to Evansville, Indiana. Stayed behind a Love's truck stop there, right off the highway, and I'm glad I brought my earplugs. Them trucks move all night long, brother. Anyway, got up the next morning, start heading for Dayton, and it was another 4 hours after I took off before I was going to get to Cowan Lake State Park, where I'd booked my RV spot because everything else was taken. Didn't realize the gravity of booking a place to park anything in Dayton or Xenia or anywhere close by on that particular weekend. I did not fully appreciate the draw. Nonetheless, I'm about an hour and 40 minutes away, and I get a call on All-Star from Jason Johnston, KC5HWB, over at Ham Radio 2.0. And we'd been communicating on All-Star all the way up, and he said, hey, have I got a deal for you? somebody at Dayton is not going to make it this year and they have a reserve spot and they're willing to let somebody have it for free for the weekend. I'm like, so I'm your man. I couldn't believe it. That was an amazing offer. As soon as I can identify the gentleman that gave up the spot, yeah, he's getting a big kudos from me because that was super convenient. That was like winning the lottery. First year to Dayton and I get to stay on the county fairgrounds. What are the odds? Very slim, I'll tell you that. Nonetheless, I got there. I met up with Mr. Jeffries, who got me parked, got me my parking pass, whole 9 yards, got me all set up, and we were good to go. Met up with the gang. Jason was across the complex at a different part of the fairgrounds, but it was just a few minutes walk, and we communed there as we could. It was great. I got to see him again. I seen Kyle, AA0Z. I got to see Frank, Tank Radio. Got to meet Mike, K8MRD. Got to meet Jason, KM4ACK. Got to see Bill again, K0 Whiskey Hotel Whiskey. Who else was there? Josh Naz over at Ham Radio Crash Course. He was there. A bunch of guys I hadn't met in person before, and it was great. And before you know it, we're walking around the expo buildings as the vendors are setting up because we all had media passes, and that allowed that. And we're at the Gigaparts booth, and they are introducing Mike, K8MRD's new mast. It's an Explorer mast that's 20 feet long, carbon fiber, extends really easy. Its overall length collapsed is very short. It's very, very cool. It's very, very light and very, very rigid. It's awesome. Nonetheless, I got to get a lot of selfies, got to see a lot of vendors setting up, the whole 9 yards. It was an amazing trip. I'll do some fly through here as far as some of the video that I got. I got a few interviews that'll be coming out. I made a bunch of rookie mistakes because guess what? I'm a rookie at this, and it's weird being a rookie at something again, but hey, I'm all about learning new things, new ways of doing things. But some of my interviews weren't that good. I mean, the audio, I was using some cheap wireless mics that just didn't perform. Some overdrove, some didn't work at all. I dropped the ball. I've reinvested, and I should have some new wireless mics, professional grade, here today with any luck. But I'm learning and I'm building. And what I learned at Hamvention was, I'm the new guy. I'm not going to rush around here and try to out-interview everyone or try to out-videotape everyone. I came for the experience, and I believe that's what I got. So this video is about a YouTuber's perspective on the experience of Hamvention, and I hope you enjoy it. Take a look. These are the usual suspects at Dayton Hamvention.